It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 252. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my lovely, beautiful comedian co-host, Noelle Herzog.
That's me.
That is you. We're here to talk about season 10, episode 9 of 90 Day Fiance, the regular one.
Sorry, there's like mascara flaking off in my eye, I think.
Oh, maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I saw a black dot in my eye.
I get it. I have sparkles in my eyes.
It's because my eyes were
kept
tearing.
looking to the left.
I was wondering.
Yeah, because there's a sparkle in my eye, and I don't mean that like cutesies.
Yeah. Right, like you actually have a sparkle in your eye.
No, like I used the Makeup by Mario ethereal palette, and I got sparkles in my eyes.
It's so nice, that palette.
Oh God, that palette's my favorite. We'll talk more about that on BS. Anyway, moving on. Season 10, episode 9 of 90 Day Fiance. If you guys want to hear more of what you just heard, if just us complaining, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast and listen to our favorite podcast, BS. Noelle, what else do we have on Patreon?
Okay, so we have Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast. It is on Patreon. We have
So Pumped.
Yep.
A Vanderpump Rules podcast.
I posted the other day how many episodes.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So you posted, we have 1,400 something episodes on Patreon. So guys, if you want to hear 1,400 more episodes of us, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast because they're there.
My brain exploded.
I'm like,
are you kidding me?
I was like, these people are really annoying, huh?
Yeah.
Me and you.
Right. And it's also like, okay, so people will complain. Just like sometimes there's complaining things. People are like, that episode was only 25 minutes. It's like, we record thousands of episodes.
I know, but what do you want me to do? You want me to stretch it?
Yes.
What do you want me to do? You want me to talk about stuff? I mean, come on, guys. Let's get it together. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. You know what to do. Make sure you're following me and Noelle on Instagram too. Take out your phone right now. If you're listening on your phone. I get it. Go to Instagram, follow me, follow Noelle. I'm at Trixie Tuzini and Noelle is at Noe Girl. That's all. All right. Good night.
I want to tell you something. This episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird because there was a lot less couples.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a lot of not wanting to watch it.
I mean, these episodes are insufferable.
I was nodding off.
There's no Gino and Jasmine.
Oh no.
There's no anally and
Clayton. That's right. Anally.
Like it's just so weird. And okay, also what I really wanted to tell you was
you could tell me anything.
Igor looked really hot this episode. Like I know, like I wasn't too much jumping on the he's hot train when they were at the wine tastery, as he calls it. He looked hot.
He's not bad.
Yeah, I was into it, and I'm like, unfortunately, he's hot.
Let's jump in the pool with that.
They're gonna go. They're gonna go do the stuff.
He said they're at the winery, and he said, "quote If she behaves, maybe we can have sex the second time." Wow.
Well, wow, what a hero.
They're unpacking like they live there.
Why do people do this? I have never done this in a hotel.
I mean, she's like, are there closets?
But you're there for one night.
They're there for one night.
Yeah, it's not like you're for a week or you're moving in. It's one night.
They drink some wine. And then she said maybe after dinner she could have some sexy time.
Right. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Does nothing he say penetrate her brain? Because he's like, listen, like kind of just like, let's just like let it happen. Stop harassing me all the time. But she can't.
But we have to watch them like.
Why do I have to watch her dry hump him in her granny underwear too? Did you see her?
Yeah, she had shapewear on.
That's what it was, right? I couldn't figure out. I'm like, is this padded for your ass? Because I have had padded underwear.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yes. That is what's happening.
Okay.
So now they're making like some kind of cheese bread.
Yeah. So
like a cheese pie kind of thing.
Yeah. In my mind, it's like cheese blintz, something like that.
Sort of.
Like the filling of a cheese blintz.
Yes. And she said that they had intimate moments last night.
Great. Thank you for sharing that with us as usual.
And she's like, do men in Moldova cook? And the woman's like, yeah, like when they want to do something nice. And he said that she doesn't cook or clean. And then she makes some weird sexual comments. And then he said that when women cook and clean, that's like what's attractive.
Okay.
We get it. You don't like her.
get it. You don't like her, but it's also like, stop with the sexual comments, Nikki. It's too much for me.
It makes me close my eyes.
But that's what I mean.
I'm
it's
like, oh no.
But I wouldn't want to have sex with her if I was Igor, just because of that. No, but I'm saying like just because of that.
Well, it was 3 a.m. when they had intimate moments.
Why is that also a problem? Why is everything a problem?
But everything. She said that she wants to know if he doesn't like her because she's trans.
Yes.
And then he says, quote, I'm feeling from you like man vibes. And she laughs and laughs and laughs.
Okay. I was shocked she laughed like that. Right? I thought she was going to flip out.
She laughs. So then he goes into this whole thing about how he's scared of being judged.
Right.
I don't understand anything that's happening.
Because he's not saying anything real. That's okay. Why. But it's like, do you think that him having sex with her at 3 a.m, do you think that was wrong?
I don't think anything.
Right. I just feel like
she needs to fight about everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there was actually anything wrong with it. I think she was just looking for a fight.
Sure. So he talks about that, how he's scared of being judged. And then she talks about social media. She posts him. He won't post her. So then he takes out his phone to make it Facebook official.
Right. Because they've been engaged for like a year.
And he chooses her. Now, here's the thing. On his Facebook, he put that he was engaged. Did he put that he was engaged to her?
No. He just put that he was engaged.
Now they do this wine tasting with Rohan.
They're going to the wine tastery. I don't know why. That truly amused me when he said
that
this.
Was very funny. He said that he feels like low vibes are coming. What?
Here's the thing. I don't think Rohan is the right guy for the job of wine tasting.
No.
He's a little too unfun.
Rohan is also grossed out.
I mean, I would be fucking grossed out, but also then I'd be amused because I'm like, look at these two drunk morons.
Rohan, you're on TV. Yeah. So then they make out, and then she says that both of her lips are pink.
I see, but that's where it's like, Nikki, shut the fuck up.
And then she's drunk, and then she's hungover real quick.
She burps in his face. But it was funny because Nikki was for real drunk.
She was
that
for real
wasn't
drunk.
Even like pretend drunk.
No,
She's like slurring. But I was like, I could hang out with this Nikki.
Let me tell you something. I would have been so much drunker at this. Now you know, like Nikki is not on drugs or drinking.
No, 100%. Like, yeah, you would have had to wheel me out of there though if that was me.
No, that would have been bad news if that was me. Very bad news. Even if I was just taking tiny sips.
I like that she's like making out with him. She's like, maybe we'll have sex tonight. Rohan's like, TMI.
Yeah, shut up, Rohan.
Shut up, Rohan.
So now they go eat breakfast. She's hungover.
Yeah.
A Moldovan spread on a plate.
Looks delicious.
This is a cold breakfast.
This
buffet.
Is a pickled breakfast. This is what Andre would love.
This is Andre's mother made this for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the back. Imagine she just like sticks her head out of the back of the winery and she's like, I hope you like. She's like, I made for you. I hope you like. So she's eating this. She's hungover. Okay. So just pretend you're hungover.
Everything's gross.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you some cold sausage like stuff on a plate.
Right. I'm going to give you cold congealed mystery meat.
I was just going to say unidentifiable meat tubes.
This is like what they would talk about in like Saved by the Bell. Like the meatloaf walked out of the cafeteria this morning.
Please don't make me laugh. I still only have one lung.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot. That's right. She needs an iron lung, guys.
She's like, I have an iron lung. She said that she's like, I hope that she's like, what is this? He's like, I don't know, maybe pork. She's like, I hope it's not butt hole.
He's like, you know, like butthole.
And it's like, I hope it is butthole, like just the air part of it.
Right. But also you're eating it. So like,
I know, but stop. I know, but I feel like this is it.
What, that it's butthole?
There's not a lot of options.
But also she's like, or intestine. It's like, that's not tripe. I can tell you that. I don't think that's intestine. I think it looked like pork loin to me. Regular old
I don't know.
Pork
it did
loin.
not look good. So, but there was no good options on this plate.
Well, so that's the problem. It's like, so what is the options here? What sounds good?
What do you get? Like a roasted red pepper? What do you get? Like an olive?
Right.
A pickle? Some herring?
When I worked in Wheelers, one of the cooks, he opened one morning. He never opened. So we opened together one morning. He made like a Turkish breakfast. It was like roasted red peppers, like hummus, like all of this like dinner food and like scrambled eggs. And I'm like, I could vomit at all of this right now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing
Very
good.
bad.
Nothing good.
Very, very bad. So she says, I'm really looking forward to horseback riding.
But she's gonna ride him, maybe.
I just can't wait to see them horseback riding.
I can't wait.
I bet you it doesn't hurt her.
No, wait, look at how much padding she has. She wears her girdle, her padded girdle, and she has padded underwear.
So now she starts talking about like a casual encounter.
Right. I didn't really get this.
Like a friends with, this is shoddy editing. She said that she thinks like a guy. She's like, my brain still works like a guy. Okay. Then she asked if he's hooked up with anyone.
Right.
She's like, I'm not going to judge you. She's like, just tell me the truth. It's like, oh, that's a trap.
I've played this game many times.
He said that he stopped hooking up with other women when she got proposed to.
So that's a year ago, I guess.
He said that she filed a K1 visa before she got a ring.
Right. So now she's mad. She's like, you're just, what did she say? You're just masturbating with me or whatever. It's like,
okay, but guess what?
Yeah.
You didn't ask this before.
Right. Why do you care?
This is the first time you're like, are we exclusive?
Right. I mean, this was also before you were engaged. Who cares?
Just stop, though. This is.
I gotta tell you, I don't care about this stuff. Who cares?
Yeah, but they're not a real couple. That's
why it's like I can't take them seriously. It's not like they're even having a deep conversation.
Well,
because you know what? If Igor would have been like, hold on, let's go have sex instead, she would have forgotten all about it. Yeah.
Speaking of deep conversations, let's talk about Sophie and Rob.
She never looks like she's dressed comfortably.
Noelle.
Ever.
She needs a shower.
I mean, Tracey, I've never seen anything like her hair here.
Never.
It's so dirty. She has to cover it with a blood bandana. I know I'm not allowed to say that. I'm sorry.
Please, this freaks me out. I'm afraid of gang violence.
I know.
Yes. I mean, how many times am I gonna have to tell you?
I know, truly. I'm like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. I'm cursing so much today, Tracey. It's too late.
I know. All right. So she's been there for a while. She has 66 days until the wedding. And he takes her bowling because he likes to watch her butt jiggle.
And bowling is big in England.
Great. So Tori and Ty. Ty is wearing every single chain, even though he's in the house.
Yes.
Even though he's just bowling. And Tori is like, hey, Sophie, why did you go through Rob's phone? And she's like,
no, Rob didn't tell the whole story.
Right, but also, that the producers were like, hey, Tori, so we're going to go bowling. You're going to ask her about...
Right.
And she's like, oh, I'm glad you asked.
Right. Say no more.
Yeah. She's like, because he was cheating on me and talking to other women. And they're like, oh.
Well, it's because he's a Leo. Leo energy. And it's
God. These two guys are like trying to be
Leo?
actors.
Leo?
They're trying to be actors so bad, these two.
Yeah. It's like, that's the thing. They're trying to be something. And it's like, oh, yous are lame.
Yeah, they're very lame. So Rob and Sophie go onto the lanai. And just Sophie. And she FaceTimes with Maya.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Maya's so hot.
What is with Sophie's lipstick in the confessional? This lip liner and like.
Oh, I know. It's like janky lip liner.
What is going on with her?
She has a problem. It's called bad
mental
styling.
It's
called mental illness. It's called is she blind ? Like it's called,
Okay, also, she calls Maya. She calls hot Maya to tell her that he online cheated again. Now, if you remember last episode,
he didn't cheat.
But now,
well, because now she has a home again. He cheated.
She's like, okay, so I loved that Maya's like, so the last time I saw you, you were bisexual. Is that still a thing?
Right. Because Maya's
she's like, oh, right. She goes, has that come up yet? And she's like, oh, I forgot that was our storyline. Okay.
Right.
Well, I need to tell him right now. She's like, well, you need to tell him before the wedding. Okay.
Why?
The thing is,
I
don't know if people understand what bisexual means.
No. They don't, though, because she just thinks like some girls are hot.
Okay, no, but even if she is romantically connected to women, you're marrying Rob,
Right. It doesn't mean that because
You're not polyamorous.
People think because they're bi, that means so that means this person's gonna sleep with everyone.
Right, which is fine if you're polyamorous.
Right.
Is that what she's coming out as?
Right. You can be bisexual. You could be attracted to men and women. You can be attracted to anyone you want, but you're still marrying a man.
But if you have a monogamous relationship,
right,
you can be attracted to whoever you want to be, but you're a monogamous. But if you're not monogamous, if you're polyamorous, if you will,
right,
that's a different discussion.
I am not polyamorous. I am a theater kid, though, like we talked about on our reel. So if you guys want, go to Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram and watch
definitely
our reel.
Go to Catfish Trash Talk. So she needs to tell him before the wedding, and they're going to go buy some wedding bands. Now, why don't you go, instead of going ring shopping, why don't you go inside bathroom shopping?
Yeah, why don't you go apartment shopping?
Why don't you go get your hair done shopping?
If you can afford 2 wedding bands, you can afford a better wig. You can.
Okay, so she wants a rose gold wedding band, and he's like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know if we can afford that. So what were you going to get? And I got to tell you, she's like, what's the budget? And he's like, I don't know. You tell me what you want. And then like, I'll tell you yes or no.
He's going to say no to every single thing there.
Okay. So just tell her how much she can spend.
Right. He can't though.
Okay. Well, this is also kind of manipulative.
Yeah. I mean, this is stupid. It's like, listen, we're going to spend $200 each on something. Just tell her something so she can pick something out. Right.
Okay. So now she decides that she's going to tell him that she's bisexual. So before she tells him, she runs outside to cry.
But she's like freaking out. She's having an anxiety attack. Why?
She's not. I've seen an anxiety attack. You know who had an anxiety attack? Brendan's mother, when she was attacked by bugs in the middle of the Philippines.
That was a true life attack.
She's having
I'm nervous.
Right. But also not really. And then he comes and then
he's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to follow you? Like, what am I supposed to do?
So he comes outside and she goes, quote, I don't know why I'm having anxiety. I hate people like this.
I can't stand her.
So then she's like, okay, fine. I'll just say it. I'm bi. And he's like, what is that? Bisexual?
He's like, bisexual, bipolar, which bi?
Is he going to have a Dave and Buster's meltdown? I don't know what's happening here.
Right. But he's just like, I don't know what to say. I think he's just.
Yeah, but is he mad?
I don't think so. I think he's kind of like, okay,
how does this affect us?
Yeah, I don't think that he cares that much. I don't know. I know that we're supposed to think he's mad, but I actually don't think he's mad.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We meet a new wonderful character here.
I love this.
Sam is from Missouri. He's 30 years old. He sleeps in his car because he's working doubles and his job is 1 hour from the house.
So, but he has to sleep in his car.
He works at Amazon.
That's what I was gonna say. He works in Amazon.
He works on the stocking dock.
When
he was 15, he started doing pills.
Right.
He has a lot of tattoos. When he was 22, he got clean and sober. So he's been clean and sober for 10 years, he says.
Right. Nearly 10 years.
Okay. When you got clean and sober, you're in your 22.
And you're 30.
And now you're 30. It's 8 years. But he's also relapsed.
He's relapsed a few times. Right.
So right now, you mean?
He says basically, right. He is staying clean because he's in this relationship. That's what I think.
So we meet Citra. She's 26. She's from Indonesia. And they met on a dating app 3 years ago. And he really likes her because she has a big butt and he's dreaming of squeezing and slapping it.
So stupid.
He proposed to her with no ring.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
Okay. So these are the reasons why I would not marry Citra.
Okay. Tell me.
There's
Citra.
2 big ones.
Okay. I thought you meant why you wouldn't marry him, not her. Okay. Tell me.
Eyelash number 1 and eyelash number 2. Those are my 2 biggest reasons. Stop.
Yeah.
You don't have a stitch of makeup on.
I know.
And you have black spider
eyelashes
on.
It's pretty bad.
Straight across.
Right across.
Just straight across. They're just coming right off. Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's like,
I'd
rather, I think that he's lowering his standards.
He's like fine.
Okay.
He's got some years on him.
She said that he has a baby face. I think she means a meth face.
Yeah, I don't think he has baby. He has faces of meth.
So she tells her sisters, and her mom had died 2 years ago,
and that's why they're so close.
And that's why
now.
she's dating this meth addict from.
Yeah.
Right. So he lives with his dad, and his dad is not religious. His dad believes in aliens, but he's seen a UFO too.
Right. It had lime green lights.
I love lime green.
I know. I'm like, he has the color of the season lights.
He's an atheist, but she is Muslim, and he has to convert to marry her.
And she's like devout.
Yes, and she will be there in 4 days. And her dad, Herman, the police officer, is going to come a few days after her and wants them to get married before they hook up.
So basically, they have 2 weeks while her dad is there to get married. And also he has to convert. This seems like it's going to go so well.
No, I'm here for it.
I mean, here's the thing. The reason why I want it to go well is because I don't want him to relapse and die. That's why I want it to go well. That's the only reason.
Oh, you're nice. Or than me.
Yeah.
All right, Nick and Devin.
It's like I just don't like them at all, but like this gave me some stuff to talk about at least.
Okay, so they're moving in with her parents, and there are alligators in Arkansas.
Yes, Arkansas.
How strong is her Korean accent in this episode?
Tracey. Okay, I don't care what she says that she has TMJ. That's
TMJ?
Not what
it makes you Korean?
She keeps saying that it's because she had TMJ. You have fake Korean accent.
Too much Jahoon? What's TMJ?
You are putting on eyeliner to make your eyes look Korean.
TMJ, too much Jahoon.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at her in the confessional sitting next to him, and I'm like, she has truly made her eyes like look a certain way.
Yes. Also, she's wearing in the little intro thing, she's wearing a Korean shirt.
Oh, I didn't even.
She's wearing that. like the silk shirt that like does the crossover.
Oh.
So they get there, and he's like, "Where's the piggy? I want the piggy on the bed."
He's obsessed with this piggy.
So she paints murals.
Yeah.
Wow, good job. Okay. Then they go to see the Civil War statues. So, I mean, this is so scripted.
But, right. It's like, what? This isn't real. I mean, it's real, but this isn't natural.
Sure. So he's worried about the Asian racism. And then we meet the stars of the entire series of 90 Day Fiance.
Yes.
Fish Fry and Kevin and Michelle.
Don't forget, we also met her 3 siblings, Taylor, Siler, and Caden.
Listen, those are names and everything, but Kevin and Michelle.
Especially Michelle.
Only Michelle.
Only Michelle, my belle.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle, my belle. They come over for a fish fry. I like this little breading apparatus.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
I'm like, wow, no one's getting cakey fingers.
Right.
What's happening?
Shaking.
I almost Amazoned it while I was.
That is so great.
Doing a little shake and bake.
Yeah,
and I helped.
I like that.
We got to get one.
That shit. We got to get one. I would hope that he learns to wash his hands afterwards instead of putting his fish fingers everywhere. Yeah. But
I mean, they're outside.
There's a kitchen inside.
Yeah, he's not going to keep going inside. He's got to. Yeah. He's at the breading station.
Yeah. He's on fry side.
Stop! I hear it all along.
He is. He's off. Tracey's coughing. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
God. Please. He's doing prep. So, her parents are like, yeah, he's okay so far. He's clean. Okay. So Michelle goes, what do South Korean people think of us, of the US? And he goes, greasy food and being fat. And then he said that Devin's lazy and eats fast food, calls her a piggy, and grabs her belly fat.
Okay, so here's the thing. Awful, terrible, let's burn him at the stake. But he doesn't know that what he's doing is wrong.
Clearly he doesn't know.
Yeah, of course.
If he's doing it all willy-nilly.
Michelle is appalled. Appalled.
Michelle, what are you chewing on?
Her double tongue. Like, what is that?
Did God give her an extra tongue?
Do you think that, like, I mean, is there like a growth tumor situation? Like, what's happening? Or is there
like catfish breading? I don't know.
Right? Is she storing a piece for later?
I don't know.
Is she dipping? No, it's more than dip.
No, I mean, it's a whole bucket of dip.
I mean, it's not about the teeth. I don't care if she has them, doesn't have them. She has some.
No, it's not. It's not what she. It's not what she doesn't have.
Right.
It's what she has extra of.
Too much of. I would love to know
what is happening here. And again, No judgment. I mean, this is literally what we're doing is judging, but
no judgment. But it's not
judgment.
about, just so you guys know, it's not about the dental situation. It's about the mouth.
It's about what is inside of your mouth.
I think
we know what isn't. We know what isn't.
Right. We know what isn't, but what is?
But what is?
Maybe she just got the inside of her lip tattooed and it's swollen.
Maybe she just got a double tongue ring, one underneath the little thing and then one right through.
I could vomit. I could actually faint right now thinking about that.
Okay, well, maybe that's what she got.
I need to know. I need her to come back.
Maybe she's storing seeds for later.
I have
like a hamster.
Oh, I'm telling you, she must have an extra piece of halibut in there. She has to.
Halibut. It was catfish, Noelle.
Who knows?
Oh my God. All right. Speaking of catfish, let's talk about Manuel and Ashley.
Stupid.
He tells her that she's talking too much all the time. That's his favorite thing to say.
Mucho walla walla.
Yeah, I mean, she does mucho walla walla.
I mean, she doesn't.
Bing bang, walla walla, bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting ting bang, whatever, bing bang.
She doesn't ever shut up. It's really annoying.
Noelle.
Yeah, I mean, I like him so much more than her.
And I don't even like him.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he left and she's like, you don't know that it's dangerous. You can't just wander off. And it's like, I mean, he can.
He can.
Also, she just wants to treat him like a child.
Well, that's the whole problem. Yes.
So they argue about her friends knowing everything, and he's right.
He's absolutely right. You brought them to a candle making class. You didn't even get your candles, and you just berated him the whole time.
And she wants him to apologize.
She doesn't know. No,
yes.
Fuck that.
Also, he's drying his shirt in the yard, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my God, that was funny. He's like, "This is what I do."
Right? So they're in Rochester, obviously. So they're going to go get a garbage plate. Do you know about these?
Okay, Matt did.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't, and I'm like, Matt, do you know about this? He's like, every place upstate has their own version of this. So he went to school in Oneonta.
Okay,
yeah. So he was like, let me guess, it's gonna be like some type of meat.
Yeah,
he's like, it's gonna be carbs.
This is my nightmare.
Okay, let's talk about what was on the plate.
Okay, so it was like kind of like home fries.
And macaroni salad.
Macaroni salad topped with hot dogs and hamburger patties, covered in onions, mustard, bolognese, and ketchup.
See, here's the thing. What
was it? Bolognese? No, probably not.
No, she said meat sauce.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Is that
chili
like a great
sauce? Maybe like a chili,
or is it like an au jus?
No, I think like it's like chili, but it's like, what's the worst part of that for you? For you, it's hot dog.
Macaroni salad hot dog combination, raw onion, mustard,
and yellow mustard too. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I love yellow mustard.
I don't like yellow.
I don't want it on my macaroni salad hot dog casserole.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell is this? And first of all, you guys got 2 of them.
Okay.
This guy can't stop pooping.
She's like, what's it called? She said that he will have diarrhea. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, he said the food in America is a bomb. It's a time bomb.
Yeah, he said he spends 60% of his time in the bathroom.
I believe it because it's like he's used to eating like just regular
food, just regular food.
She said he could live off anchovies, rice, and beans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is normal though.
But that's what I mean. That's regular food. This garbage plate is not regular food. I could never digest this. I couldn't digest it.
No, okay. So they start talking about. He said it's way too sweet. She's like, I don't think it's sweet at all. I think this is great. She eats like a bird.
Oh, right. That's right. That's why'd you get 2? You ate like a bird.
You don't even keep food in the house.
You don't keep any food in the house because
she's a breatharian.
She's a breatharian. She only tarot cards her food.
Mm-hmm. She witches her dinner.
She lives on crystals.
She only makes things in the cauldron.
She only makes things in the cauldron. Cauldron of you know what.
All right. So he said that she's like, what do you want the menu to be at the wedding? He says ceviche, rice, and plantains. He's just like, can we just have food that's like regular?
Like edible.
Yeah. So they're going to get married in Florida. So they're looking at flights.
Right. So they have to get married in Florida because they met while traveling?
No,
what kind of bullshit is that?
Okay. So you're at the top, right? Rochester.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get married at the bottom?
Yeah.
Florida.
It's so weird to me because you guys met while traveling. Okay.
Also, you're gonna have 50 to 100 people. You don't have $1.
Right. Why are you doing anything? Why don't you just go to the courthouse?
Stop, these
Also,
people
does she
just
have a job? She's with him 24/7. Does she have a job besides witching?
So much.
Okay. Okay.
So then she brings him to the lake.
The Finger Lakes.
He really likes it.
This is the time of his life. I've never seen him happier.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm in this dark house all day long. You don't even let me dry my shirt in the yard.
Yeah.
You're feeding me and feeding me. You sewed my butthole closed and you just keep feeding
you and feeding you and feeding you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and to the 36 chambers.
He's like, I just want to lay. And he goes, I hope the tide takes me.
Oh my God. But he's so happy there. I love it.
She wants to spend so much money on a wedding.
And he's like, for what? Like, she thinks
He's
that
right.
he's always trying to like control money. I don't think so.
Oh my God. He's like, let's not spend money.
Right. And he's not wrong. Why are you
Listen,
doing this?
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I don't like a guy taking advantage of a woman. Like, I'm very, very against it. Like, I'm more against that than other people.
Yeah.
If I had a boyfriend from South America,
yeah,
whose family needed $200 a month, he was going to be a hard worker. He was a hard worker there. He was going to be a hard worker here.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't work until XYZ because that's the law. That's not him.
No, I believe it's driving him crazy that he can't work.
I would be like, of course I'll send your family $200
me
a month.
too.
$200 a month, $50 a week.
Right.
Until you get your job. And then when you get your job, pay me back.
Yes.
Pay me
right. Or when you get your job, you take over the payments.
No, I would say pay me back.
Right.
So that we don't have any kind of, just on principle.
Right.
Pay me back. And then you pay your family.
Yeah. But he's like basically like, listen, when you're marrying me, like, this is the package. This is the whole package here. This is what you're getting. He's not hiding it. He's saying, like, I have to send money to my family. Like, these are the things, like, I have to do. And if you're marrying me, you have to be okay with this. And she seems to be very not okay with it.
Okay, then stop.
Right. I mean, how not compatible are they? Who's more not compatible, Nikki and Igor or these two?
No, I think Nikki and Igor are way more compatible.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think they both loved like plastic surgery or something.
Like they at least get along, right? They're both trying to be Barbie and Ken.
They laugh together.
I mean, Igor's like, you do man things. And Nikki's like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Right?
Yeah.
These two.
I know. These two have zero in common.
Did you see when they got back in the car to go back home after the Finger Lakes? She put him in the back in the car seat.
Oh, well, I'm glad that she brought it with her this time.
It was rear facing.
Poor guy. Poor Manuel.
She's like, don't eat that lollipop.
He's like, I just want to stay home, watch soccer, eat things that aren't going to make me poop.
Right?
I just want to be. That's the thing. It's not like he's like, give me all your money so I can go out shopping.
He's not like Rohan, who's like, I want a car, I want a house. You told me you were going to buy me a house. It's like,
right.
He's like, you have to give me $200 a month to send my family until I get a job.
Other than that, I don't care. Let's not spend money.
Let's not spend $1.
Yeah.
I want nothing. I want an anchovy can.
Yeah. He doesn't want anything.
No.
It's so easy.
He's not like these guys that, you know, are dressed head to toe in designer clothing when they get with their lady.
Yeah, exactly. He's not like
Cody, Michaela's husband. Sorry.
Oh God, fuck that guy. He's such an opportunist loser. Sorry, guys. People stan them.
Yeah, I mean, people stand anyone though, but there's also like crazy Reddit hate pages about Michaela and Cody.
Yeah, I know. I love a good Reddit hate page. I look at them all the time.
Too. I know. I just like what the people criticize though.
Oh God, they'll criticize anything. Though.
Anything. It's like, come on, guys, let's stick to the facts.
They're like, she won't stop touching her hair.
I know. It's like,
who cares? Yeah.
I agree. All right, guys. Well, guess what? 14,000 million episodes on Patreon. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Run over there. We're covering Jersey Shore on our new podcast, Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, and So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast. You never know what you're going to get on Patreon. So go over there and join, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and follow us on TikTok, Trash Talk Podcasts.
Okay.
TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates and everything podcast related. And leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And we'll see you next week. Okay. Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.
Bye.